Hi, everybody.
Hi.
This is the Cherry Purls podcast, and this is episode
101.
We are a knitting and fibercraft podcast coming to you from outside New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's been a while.
It's been about a month.
It's been about a month. We had a show. We had a vacation. I have another show I'm preparing for.
I was sick.
You were sick. I got a new cat, so it's
Busy.
very busy. So apologies for that, but you know.
It is what it is.
So, I am Robyn.
I'm Mary.
You can find me as Teenybutton on Instagram and Ravelry, and you can find my hand-dyed yarn at teenybuttonstudio.com.
On Ravelry, I am Snippin' Full, and on Instagram, I am Cherry Pearls Mary.
And you can find our show notes for this episode, as well as links to everything that we're going to talk about down below. It is Cherry Pearls Podcast on Ravelry, and that's where all the good stuff is. So, we have no knit-alongs?
Well, yeah, you've got yours, and then you have you're going to tell them about the trunk show?
Yes. So we have Teenybutton Studio, not Cherry Pearls, but Teenybutton Studio has a Harry Potter knit-along that is the TBS Harry Potter Cal, and that is running the whole year, but it's quarterly, so we are in the third quarter. So the way that it works is you knit any project with Teenybutton Studio Harry Potter themed yarn, or any Harry Potter project with Teenybutton Studio yarn. The rules are in the Teenybutton Studio Ravelry group, which will be linked down below and in the show notes. And then if you are going to be around in the Austin area next weekend, that is the 23rd, 24th, 25th, we are going to be in Austin at Hill Country Weavers. They are hosting an event, and it is going to be a bake-off, which is super exciting.
I think they're referring to it as a teeny bake-off.
A teeny bake-off, because that Saturday, the 24th, is my birthday. So I think that'll be a really fun way to celebrate my birthday.
Really cool.
So we will have a trunk show. There'll be lots of yarn. They're doing a baking contest, and apparently I am the judge, or one of the judges, and the winner will get one of our exclusive colorways for the show, and then I believe the grand prize winner gets a custom colorway. I think we talked about that, but don't hold me to that if that's not the case, but I'm like 90% sure.
If you subscribe to the Hill Country Weavers newsletter, I think they've got more information there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do they have that kind of information on their website?
It's been in the newsletters.
Yeah.
So I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Sign up for the newsletters. They're awesome. They're not local to us, but I get their newsletters.
Me too.
So they have an awesome retreat that the signups are coming up for.
Saturday.
Saturday. It's not in my budget right now, but it could be. Maybe.
Knitting in the Hills?
Yes, I'm super.
They've got some really good teachers.
I'd love to go, yeah. So anyway, that'll be in the Austin, Texas area. If you are local, or if you feel like making the drive, we'd love to see you, and we hope to see some of you there. Cool. So, any other administrative stuff?
Nope, that is it.
Okay, so we will start with finished objects. Do you have any?
I've got multiples.
Go for it.
So, I guess I'll start with this one.
Oh, you finished it.
Yes, I did. So when we were at SSK, the class I took was a class with Tannis Gray on Fair Isle. I think it was called Fair Isle 101. And what she had us work on was one of her patterns called the Suburban Warrior. And I finished mine.
That looks really good.
I think I still get some gauge issues. I think my floats are a little too loose. Or maybe I should, here's one thread I forgot to cut. Or maybe I would be happier if I went down a needle size. It just seems really loose to me.
I think it's okay. If you go down needle size, and you risk it being too tight. But I guess if it's like you have so much stretch to it, like that's how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe go down to needle size, or maybe use a thicker yarn.
Yeah. I can see there were a lot of floats I did not catch.
Oh, that's okay.
But anyway.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks. So that's what the backside looks like, or the inside looks like.
Show us your floats.
And it was a fun project, and I learned a lot. Tannis was an amazing teacher. I would recommend any class from her. She was very interesting. She was witty. She was just very, very cool, and I learned some things. This is my second Fair Isle class, second or third Fair Isle class I've taken, and I learned an awful lot from her. She had some amazing samples of her color work that just blew me away. I don't know, I knew of Tannis, but I hadn't really looked at a lot of her patterns, and now I want to knit like all all the color work because she has got some beautiful, beautiful patterns.
Mm-hmm.
This is really bugging me now. So, yeah. I thought I cut all the threads after blocking it. But anyway, so yes, I finished it, and it was a good time. I didn't follow the pattern completely. It's supposed to have 8 repeats. I only did 7. But I felt like it was tall enough
good size
as far as I was concerned. And I do have an affinity for the number 7. So I said, well, I'm going to do 7 instead of 8.
Yes. And I guess the yarn.
Oh, the yarn. The yarn is a sport weight, and Robyn dyed it for me special. So it is, the 2 colorways are Meet Me in Kingston, which is the blue, and then the white creamy color is Albus.
I might carry a sport weight. I don't really knit with sport weight, so I never really thought to carry one. But if you're interested, let me know. I think this is 100% merino, huh?
I know. It's super wash.
Yeah. You like knitting with it?
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, absolutely. No problems knitting with it.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it looks really good.
Oh, thanks.
And did it bloom whenever it blocked? It kind of filled in your gaps?
Yes, very much so.
Hey, this is a color work episode.
Is it? Oh, yeah,
because look what I got. So, I guess I should go next, huh?
I think you should.
This is the Novemberist hat. That is a pattern by Vanessa Smith Designs. And I actually knit this at SSK, which I told myself I can knit color work while I'm hanging out with people, but there was that little voice in the back of my mind that's like, you're going to screw it up.
No, you did. You did a fantastic job.
I think I followed the pattern, so there's something to be said for that. This is a great pattern. It is charted, as most colorwork patterns are, so I really love charts.
It needs to be, doesn't it?
Yeah. I guess I'm so used to things sometimes not being charted, but I guess colorwork has to be charted. But it's knit with this really cool double brim. So you start here. Well, it's a paid pattern, but you do a folded brim. It's very cool.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, if people know what a folded brim is.
Yeah, there's my floats.
Typical folded brim.
I say this like I'm an expert. I've knit a couple color patterns. I am an avid, float catcher. I hate really long floats. So I will catch floats every 3 or 4 stitches. I know you're supposed to do 5 stitches or 1.5 inches or whatever it's supposed to be.
I think Tanis was saying every inch, but
yeah.
She said that it depends. She said she doesn't go by the rule of every so many stitches because the length varies also depending on the weight of your yarn. Mm-hmm. 3 stitches in an Aran weight is very much different than 3 stitches in a fingering.
Yeah.
So she says she does about every inch.
I like catching my floats, so that's what I do. But I did knit this as a sample for the Knit Girls. They didn't commission a colorway. I was their goodie bag yarn for this year, my Judgey Rabbits colorway, which is this colorway. So everybody got a skein of Squish DK in the Judgey Rabbits colorway in their goodie bag. So it's such a variegated colorway, which I don't have on me. Yes, I do. Okay. This yarn wool comes in handy. This is how it looks in the skein. This is actually on soft sock, but you get the idea. So I wanted to show how it could knit up because sometimes with variegated yarns, people tend to freeze. I know I'm like, what am I going to do with that?
But when you pair it with a neutral, it's like magic.
Yes. So this is Judgey Rabbits for the contrast color. And then the gray kind of silvery color is Into the Pensieve, which is, of course, a Harry Potter reference. And it actually grew a fair amount, but I don't think it's too big. I think it's a good size. So
did you block it?
Yes, I did block it.
Well, that's why it grew.
Yeah. I knew it was going to grow. It's superwash.
Yeah, but I mean, if you block it, then it'll grow too.
Yeah. It's usually how it works.
Well, no, there's blocking and then there's blocking.
Oh, no, I just blocked it. I just soaked it and laid it flat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's still blocking. But
yeah.
When I think of
there's blocking and there's blocking with a capital B.
Yeah, I like to do the capital B.
Yeah.
Actually, all caps is what I like best.
Yeah, but it works best for shawls, not necessarily for hats.
No. You don't really want a hat to be that big.
I think it looks kind of like a knit stitch.
It does.
So there's a matching mittens pattern or mitt pattern too. So I had leftovers, but I actually started something different with the leftovers. But if you did want to make a set, she offers it in a set. So that's super cool. I loved its pattern. It's a
beautiful pattern.
I really love it.
Ta-da. I think that really matched well. I love whenever the yarn and the pattern marry very well.
And I cast it on the day before we left. So I cast it on Tuesday, and I finished it for the market on Saturday. So I finished it Friday.
Yep.
Tuesday to Friday.
Yep.
For DK weight hat. So, very exciting. I think it's really pretty. and I really like it. So, that is my only finished object.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got 2 more. So, let me start with these. These are the socks that I worked on while we were at SSK. So, these are, I can't remember what I called these.
Mary.
I don't remember quite. Anyway, so these are my typical sock pattern. I have a rounded toe, fish lips kiss heel, and then I do the mini gusset in Mina's vanilla sock recipe. And the yarn is Brazen Stitchery, Mary Quite Contrary on their Harmony sock. And then the contrast toes and heels are leftovers from a Leading Men Fiber Arts gradient in the colorway Drama Queen. And I've been using these a lot, especially because they're BFL, and I love the extra, strength of a heel and toe in a BFL.
Durability. So
you'll see these again in the next pair of socks. But I finished these when we were on our way to Florida after SSK.
The end of July.
Yeah.
It is now August 15th. And we haven't podcasted since before SSK. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
So that's why we have so much stuff.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
So that's my first pair of socks.
Yay.
Then the second pair of socks, I started these on the way to Florida. And these, drew a blank. And these are my Woodstock 50 socks.
Oh, those are cool.
So this is Mustache Yarn in her Woodstock colorway. And again, the Leading Men Fiber Arts Drama Queen Gradient Heel and Toes.
But this is a different color.
Yes, it was a gradient. So
okay.
It's a different part of the gradient, but still I had leftovers. And this, I can't remember what you call this. I didn't realize it was actually a pattern.
Vanilla bean?
Vanilla bean, okay. I just do it on my own.
It's a free pattern. You just slip every other stitch.
Yeah. So as soon as I get to the color change, I slip one, knit one, or knit one, slip one, depending upon what I feel like and the sock that I'm working on at the time. But I didn't realize it was a pattern until you and I had.
We're doing the same thing.
We were doing the same thing.
But I was doing the pattern and you were just doing.
And I was just like, oh, knit one, slip one.
Yeah.
That'd make it a little more interesting. So every once in a while, most of the time I do a vanilla sock, but every once in a while I'm like, oh, let's mix it up.
It looks cool.
Yeah, because the slip stitch gives it a little bit of a pattern, even though you really don't need a pattern when you have vanilla socks, because vanilla socks in a stripy yarn is perfect in and of itself.
Yes.
So second pair of socks. Woo.
So I have 2 whips.
All right.
I have 3 whips.
Well,
we each have a whip that we're sharing.
Yeah. And I have something I finished, but I'm calling it more of a whip. I finished it last night.
Did you bring it?
No, because I need to block it. Yeah. And I know I've showed something unblocked once before, but I didn't really feel like bringing because I had enough finished objects to show. So, yeah.
So this is our whip that we're currently sharing. I think we showed this last week. But, last podcast. So this is the socks knit out of the Catstros yarn. That was my Houston Fiber Fest colorway. And we goofed up, and by we, I mean me.
I was going to say, I don't think it was a me.
And so it's the sock sets that I did were 50 grams in the main color and then 20 of each of the contrast colors. And it didn't occur to me until
I ran out of yarn. So you had me finish one.
Yes. And then we ran out of the yarn for the second one. So I forgot that just because your sock weighs, 70 grams does not mean that you used 70. Anyway.
You need more of the main color than
I needed more of the main color to knit the socks the way I usually do. So these are going to be shorty socks. I did some sock surgery last night at dinner and I cut the
And you know what?
off.
I don't really consider that much short.
No, it's not really that
To me, that's not a shorty. A shorty would be like, an anklet.
Yeah. So I cut the cuff off and then I started the ribbing and then Mom knit the ribbing when we were at lunch a little bit. So I think maybe 3 more rows of ribbing and then we'll bind off. So we'll have these as a finished object next week. But this is mostly your whip anyway, but.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I've done all the knitting on it that I was going to do because it was going to be a show sample. And so I was knitting on it at the show so people could see what it looked like knit up. And then once I ran out of yarn, I'm like, okay, then not yours.
Yeah, you fulfilled your obligation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold your oath fulfilled.
Yes, so.
Yeah, but I am going to bring a little bit of this colorway with me to Austin because I figure,
Sure.
Houston Astros, but
it's
they're in
really
Texas,
a pretty color because it's this really beautiful gray and then it's got all these beautiful blips of color. So I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. So there's
now, that being said, if you're bringing that to Austin, are you going to have this renamed?
I believe so.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. I have a week to go, and I still haven't made some decisions.
I think you need to rename it because I think that the new color name is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
If you go with that.
Anyway, so that's these in progress, and I dropped the mini skein.
Here.
Okay,
Yep.
good. So that's our first collective whip. How many do you have with you?
I don't have any.
You don't have any? Okay.
Yeah, because I finished binding off. I finished both the socks and the shawl last night. So as soon as I finished both of those, I wasn't going to start anything new.
Yeah.
And I do have a whip or two in progress, but it's not anything that it's that big a thing to show. It's like the cat mats I've been working on. I mean, that's garter, big whoop, and then I haven't really worked on my northeasterly.
Yeah.
So
make sure you don't hit the.
I'm sorry,
because I just saw it shaking. I'm like, "Ooh,
that was
an earthquake." So this is my next whip. This is in my Little Skein the Big Wool project bag, and these are my leftovers from my hat. So you'll see this colorway again, but that's okay because I really like it. So this is again Judgey rabbits for the main color, and then into the Pensieve for the gray. And, I forgot I got these in the mail. I'll show this now. This is kind of a stash enhancement, but it's on my project, so I'm going to show it now. This is from Simply Serving Handmade. She did a Harry Potter update, and I had to get the little Siamese with the Ravenclaw scarf because y'all have seen Pearl is a Siamese mix, and she's a Hufflepuff, but I'm a Ravenclaw. So I figured, it's like
it's both of y'all. Yeah.
So this is the pattern that I'm working on. It is the DK Weight Brioche Bandana Cowl by Lavanya Patriciella, which I believe I'm saying her name right, but if not,
that's how I would say it.
Yeah. And it's just brioche in the round, and then you knit flat, and it comes to like a point in the front. So it's like a cowl shawl kind of hybrid-y thing. But I haven't worked on this in quite a while. I've been working on other stuff, but I just don't feel like brioche at the moment. It's a little hot for double layer knitting. I say as I work on the sweater, but I'm really enjoying it. I knit the fingering weight version of this, so I figured they're very similar. And I think it's reversible too, so I'm not sure which side is going to be the out for me, but
yeah, it's going to go one way one day and the other way the other day.
So pretty simple, but I'm really enjoying it.
It's cool that you had enough leftovers to do 2 projects.
Yeah, each skein is 115 grams, so it's a little bit more than usual skeins. So I think I'll have plenty to finish it. And then this is my other project. This is in a bag from Mrs. Moog Creations. Or Mrs. Moog? What is she? Just Mrs. Moog. And she's in the UK, but she does these really cute, like, applique tweedy sheet. They're really cute. So, I have in here my sweater project, which is very close to being finished.
This is your So Faded?
Yes, this is my So Faded. That is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. And there it is. Ta-da. I haven't tried it on yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be kind of oversized. Because, just look at the sleeve hole. I have big arms. My arms aren't that big.
Might fit me.
Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I think my sleeve's I think my gauge is a little bit off is the problem. But
did we swatch?
I swatched with the needles that I used to start it last year. I didn't swatch with these needles, nor did I re-swatch this year. But it's okay, because I like oversized stuff. So, yeah, I'm not ripping it back. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, ugh, it's a really big sweater. A really big
I think you're going to be
hole.
okay. I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah, it'll be
It's
okay.
gonna be okay.
I'll just decrease really fast, and they'll have little puff sleeves. Maybe. It's okay. So, this is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. I am knitting the largest size, and I know my gauge is a little bit loose, so I know it's going to be bigger than the pattern intended. So I'm taking a risk because the pattern, the way that I know she's expanding her sizes right now. She hasn't gotten to this one yet. So the bust size fits me, but I need more room in the hips. So that's kind of also why I didn't swatch, because I know my gauge would have to be off anyway because I'd have to add stitches. So I'm taking a risk.
It looks good. What yarn are you using?
This is Knox Yarn Co. And I believe this is her Mars sock base. I could be wrong. It's on my project page.
I think it's Mars sock. It sounds familiar. Look,
Yeah.
Is it from last time?
That's his faunus sock.
Yeah, that's what it was in the past. That's where I got it from.
Okay, it's. I think it's her 80-20.
Okay.
I think Mars is 75-25, but it could be wrong.
Okay.
So the colors I used, this is Ford Anglia, which is her Harry Potter colorway. It's Ford Anglia 105E. I'm not sure if that's the model of the car. I suppose that is, huh?
I guess.
This colorway is Luna. This one is Love and Monsters. This one is Kitten Party, which is my favorite colorway name ever. And then this one is Memento Mori. Memento Mori, where is it?
I don't have that on there.
Oh, because I hadn't gotten to it yet. I think this is.
Okay.
I think this is Memento Mori. Pretty sure it's from her Penny Dreadful collection, and again, it's on the project page, so it'll be in the show notes if that is incorrect. But I'm pretty sure that's right. And I bought this to do Larry a pair of socks, and I was like, "Oops, sorry, buddy, it goes on my fade." So he was understanding. He's got so much sock yarn I've bought him that I haven't knit socks out of. So
seeing as he only gets one pair a year.
he gets one pair a year. So that's the way it is. He gets them for Christmas. So I'm really enjoying it. It's just stocking it in the round, and it's kind of all I feel like doing lately is just going around and around and around.
I like doing
Yeah.
stockinette in the round.
And right now I'm fading the last two colors together. I don't know if you can see because it's so close to the end. Yeah, but there's going to be more brown at the bottom. You can kind of see.
Yeah, it's starting to come out.
Yeah. So this is really good knit group knitting, but it's really hot. It's really hard to like
But it's also getting heavy.
carry it around. Yeah, and I probably should try it on at some point. That would be the smart thing to do. Not that I'm going to do it, but that would be the smart
What kind
thing
of
to do.
sleeves are you going to do? Is it long sleeve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I wanted something oversized, but not too thick. Because I really like oversized, like, not quite sweatshirt, but almost, like, somewhere between long sleeve shirt and sweatshirt.
Now,
thickness.
do you fade the sleeves at the
Yeah.
same points? Okay.
Yeah, so you need to make sure you have enough yarn left, which I'm pretty sure I do.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to have it done because I've been working on it for a while. I started it last year and messed up and then ripped it out, and then I'm started again the same time this year, which was in June. So I have other sweaters I want to get started on, so I'm ready for that to be done.
I understand that.
So that is all I have for works in progress. But we have
And I have none.
ton of stash because we had SSK, and then we went to a yarn store in Destin.
And then various things came in the mail.
Yeah, it's funny how yarn just shows up at our houses. It's so weird.
No, I remember buying it. It didn't just show up.
You want to do SSK first?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. So, SSK, we were not only vendors, we were also attendees. So we got a goodie bag. So these were the two things.
I didn't bring all my SSK stuff.
Yeah, I only have this and then the cards. But I'll just show this. This is from, let's see. Okay, the Knit Girls, who are the hosts of the retreat. So it's these sock blockers. And they're really cool. This one, yeah. You can change what size
and
socks
and
you're
if you
blocking
get it
for.
close, you can see what they're marked. So, like, if you want to do a size 3, you'd put it there. If you want to do a size 8, you'd put it there. And then it's also, I guess, that UK sizes on the bottom?
Yeah, or European, I think.
Or European?
Or international.
Okay. So, yeah, so we got these in the goodie bag. I think they're really cool.
I think they're cool, too, yeah. And I like that they have a lot of open space for airflow.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get sock blockers, they're, like, solid. It takes longer for socks to dry.
Yep.
So that was the first thing in the goodie bag. And then we also got yarn or fiber. And I got fiber, but it's on the wheel, so I cannot show you. Did you get yarn or fiber? What'd you get?
I got yarn.
Oh.
Because I wanted some Judgey rabbits.
Oh, well, I would have given you a skein. Or I guess you can have as many skeins as you want now because you know the dyer, huh? So this was the other thing that was in there that I grabbed to show y'all.
This was really cool.
Yeah, they're Swatch Tags. Only one at the front. Oh, it's a little crinkled. That's okay. They're Swatch Tags. They are waterproof if you write with a Sharpie. Is that what they said?
I think that's what they said, yeah.
Yeah, so it has on here yarn brand and base, colorway, fiber composition, swatching method, needle brand, notes, needle size, gauge pre-blocking, gauge post-blocking, blocking method used, and gauge needed, and then there's a little ruler.
Yeah, and it's not
Super.
regular paper. It's
Yeah.
like it's treated
Like
with
coated,
something.
yeah.
Really cool.
So they're waterproof. So you
So you
tie
can-
this to your swatch.
And then you can go ahead and soak it and block it with that still on it.
Yeah. Swatch Tags by the Knit Girls. So I thought that was pretty genius. You know, if you swatch for your projects like you're supposed to. But
Not if you're so faded.
Yeah. So that was the things that came in the goodie bags. There was also what else was in the goodie bags? Like a little key ring with all those coupon codes in it.
Yeah. Drawing a blank.
I know last year they did the really cute
Notions
pattern
tape.
tape and Notions case.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. It's been so long. It was a great goodie bag.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But anyway, yeah.
So the first day we decided to go to House of Yarn because we enjoy going there and seeing all their stuff, and they were doing a
you got a percentage off if you were attending SSK.
yes, they were also doing the trunk show with Amy of Stranded Dye Works.
And Old Rusted Chair.
Old Rusted Chair. Yeah. I want to say Rusted Root, but that's not right. That's a band. So we made some purchases, maybe. I bought a sweater quantity. I think we each bought a sweater quantity.
Yes, we did. Well, mine's a vest, but yeah.
A vest quantity. I bought a sweater quantity of this. This is not all of the skeins. I think I have 7. Yeah.
This feels so fabulous.
It's amazing. So this is Row Fibre Co. And it's actually local to Nashville. And this is her CFC, I guess, Row Fibre Co. Flax DK. It's a 50% alpaca, 25% linen, 25% silk. And it says DK, but I think that's probably a sport weight. Somewhere between a sport and a DK, maybe. So I have 7 skeins of this, and this is
really light lavender color.
Yeah, the colorway is Thistle. So these are the 3 that I have on hand, but I think this is going to be the Like a Cloud cardigan by Joji Locatelli, because it has that little halo to it because of the alpaca. You really can't see it, it's so shiny.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
But yeah, and it's just so soft. I think this is the same base as my Airy fingering. It's an alpaca linen silk, but I like her color, and I like not having to dye it. So
you can appreciate somebody else's work.
Yeah, and it should be it's an interesting blend.
It's so soft.
So I'll be curious to see how it knits out. You can kind of see a little bit of the linen in there, which is cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I got at House of Yarn.
All right, and so I saw a sample knit up in this cardigan that I just could not stop thinking about. So this is I think it's Oratami vest. I don't know, is that better with the glare? I guess I could take it out, but anyway, so it came in a kit where you get the pattern. Yeah, you don't want to patch that out. And then the yarn is in a comb. So the colors that I've gone with is this really pretty blue color. And it is they're calling it aqua. So I'm assuming this is like a mohair and a linen held together. And so I think that'll be, if I showed it up right. Oops. So this is what I'm going for.
And it has pockets. Like these like thingies are like pockets.
Yeah, so yeah.
Like I think you fold it or something.
I was looking at it. They've got 2 different versions, so I didn't really need to go through and look at it. But it's really, really cool. This pattern is on Ravelry if you want to look at it. But it looked really cool, the sample, and that's why they have samples in the stores, because it will pull you in, and that's what it did for me.
Love a good sample.
So I've got, it should be all the yarn for it, I'm hoping, because I don't think we have any of this local.
That'll be all right.
But we'll figure it out.
Oh, you lost the tag on that comb.
Oh, I sure did.
It's okay. As long as it's in there, it should be fine.
Yeah, I'll just slide it on.
Oh, what is that? Is that the same company? No.
No, I don't know. Ito. I've never heard of this yarn. Ito yarn. That's the.
It's silk. It's 100% silk.
Oh. Well, that's cool. Anyway, I'm kind of excited to start on it to see how it works out.
You were talking, and we said something about samples, and I glanced back at my mannequin, and I just realized what's happening back there.
What is happening back there?
My Soldotna. I don't know how it happened. I was probably cleaning stuff and just threw it up there.
Your Soldotna
it's
was having a party, yeah.
So, that's all I got
That's all I got.
Okay.
SSK period.
You want to do the market?
I didn't get anything. The only thing I got at the market is I bought some tough linen, tough woolens, some of their hand balm. So
I got some tough
and
woolens.
I didn't bring it with me because it's in another bag.
I got some tough woolens. We were across from them again.
Oh, I know. I love
all day. I was
smells so good.
I'm just gonna go over that one more time. I'm gonna get one more thing. So I got some lotion and some rollerball stuff, but I don't know where it is. It's in my purse, I think. But I did get 3 sock soaps, 3 human soaps for washing humans, not socks. This one is blueberry lemonade.
That's the scent that I got from my hand balm.
Yeah, this one is sage and blackberry. And then this one is luxury. They're all luxury bath bars. This one is North Shore.
And that's the one that's the
for Flint, for the water crisis.
They're doing a donation.
Yeah, for charity. So I let Larry pick one. I think he picked the blueberry one.
I love that smell. That blueberry and lemonade is really good.
I told him he couldn't open it until I showed it on the podcast, and then I waited a month. So I think he forgot about it.
I think he forgot about it too.
But that's okay. And then I also bought some of those soap decks, the little wooden ones, just because I like having them. They're good for I use the Lush shampoo bars. They're good for those too. So yeah. And then also from the marketplace, I have to get. Seems like it's a tradition now. I love this bag. Amy Beth of Fat Squirrel speaks in the Fat Squirrel bags. So I saw this one, and I was like, well, that's coming home with me because reasons.
It was like Pearl.
It looks like a very light version of Pearl. Yeah, my new cat Presley. I've posted him on my Instagram stories. He's also a Siamese sort of looking mix. He's like a snowshoe something, but he's got similar markings. So I have a thing for Siamese, and this one's almost a Siamese. I don't know. It's a cat. I like cats. So it's a really good size. I was keeping my So Faded in here with just the 2 skeins I was working with.
But you've outgrown it.
Yeah, now it's a little bit too big. But it's very fall to me. So you got your tea. It took me a while to figure out what this is. This is like a candle with matches in it. And you got teapot, you got yarn, you got apples and pine cones. It's very Rhinebeck to me. So
I think it's perfect.
That's my bag.
That's a great bag.
Amy Beth. And then this was a gift from you. Because our friend Layla came over. She showed us this, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
And because she's a fellow Bowie fan. And she's like, they didn't have that many left. So Mom went over and grabbed one for me. So this is Miss Bab's Yummy 2-ply. And the colorway Ziggy Stardust. Because I'm a Bowie fan. And this is so pretty.
It's beautiful.
I love this chartreusey, and this purpley, dusky purple. I love those. And then I think I purchased 2 more things.
So it was hard not to buy things.
It was, yeah. I'm not going to buy any sock yarn, and then whoops,
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, this is from Dragon Horde. Dragon Horde yarn. It was her exclusive, or her show colorway. It's called Fall Fairy Bash, and it had a bow on it, and I was like, well, you suckered me with the packaging. But this is on her Sprite fingering base, so it's gold stellina. And I just love those speckles. It's so fall.
It's pretty.
Yeah, so I picked that up, and then I actually got something that I didn't show. I purchased an electric eel, electric spinning wheel from Laura of the Knit Girls. And I'm not going to bring it because it's just a lot of components to it, and it's kind of hard to show, but it looks like an electric eel wheel. And so I bought more fiber because I already have fiber that I haven't spun, but I'm like, I need more fiber. So
always.
This is from Spotted You, and I believe this is the Polworth Tussa Silk. I actually don't have the bag with me right now, but I had to buy this because it is dark crystal themed.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So it's called Mystics. She had the Mystics one and a Skeksis one, and she had a Gelfling one, but it was only online. She didn't bring it with her, so I'm like, okay, I like the Mystics. But my best friend Shelby loves this movie, so I texted her pictures. I'm like, which one do I get?
Shelby knew.
They're coming out. I don't actually. It might be this week. They're coming out with the Netflix show about the Dark Crystal. It's like a prequel sort of thing. So if you like puppets and if you like Jim Henson, that's something for you to watch on Netflix soon. So I'm very excited. I think maybe it's the 18th.
Don't know.
Could be wrong, but it's this month sometime. So that is super pretty. Yeah, I'm excited to spin it at some point. So that is everything I got at SSK.
All right.
And then I have one thing that I traded for this month.
Okay.
So I saw her dyeing this for a wholesale order, and I'm like, hey, do you have any I could purchase? So I think she had a couple skeins. So this is from Murray & Co. Murphy's not right. Murray & Co. Wool Goods. And this is her classic sock, which is a 75-25. And the colorway, y'all, Dole Whip in the Tiki Room.
Because we have somebody who is a huge fan.
Yes. I'm a big Disney fan. Disney World, specifically.
I'm thinking of Dole Whip.
Oh, well, yeah. Me and Larry are Disney buddies, and y'all are Disney friends. Not as hardcore as we are. But we are going to Disney World next month, and then I am going to Disney World again in October, and we're going to get the annual pass, so I have a feeling we'll be going again several times before the end of the year. We'll see.
Larry's
a Dole Whip fan. That is like his thing. I think last year, or I think when we went in February, I think he got maybe 8 Dole Whips over the course of our trip, which they're so good, y'all. If you haven't had one, it's pineapple soft serve in a pineapple like syrup. And sometimes you can get them twisted like vanilla and pineapple soft serve. So it's pretty simple, but it's like so good. And they have all these kind of flavors. They have raspberry, they have lemon, they have lime, they have strawberry. And you can get them like, they have a citrus swirl, which is orange flavored. So they're really good. We're a big fan. I have stuff I like better, like treats I like better from Disney World, but he's a big Dole Whip fan, and it's kind of like a cult favorite Dole Whip thing. And then the Tiki Room, of course, is, if you're familiar with Disney World, over in Adventureland. The Tiki Room is right next to Aloha Isle where you buy the Dole Whips. So you get your Dole Whip, and then you go sit and you watch the Tiki Room show. So I think this might be my cast on for our trip.
Oh.
I don't know what kind of socks I'm going to do. Maybe something with a cable.
You could do those for your birthday socks.
No, because I think I want to continue them. I have this skein. So, okay, every year on my birthday, I do a pair of monkey socks. And this one, this is a sock blank I bought a while ago. And I've been saving it for my 27th birthday because just something about it feels right for my 27th birthday. So I have to use this one.
Oh,
I'm committed to myself in my head that I have to use this one.
Oh, okay.
But I will knit this one. I mean, I can have more than one pair of socks going in.
Oh, absolutely.
So, that's what I traded Sarah for, of Murray Wool Goods. No. Murray & Co. Wool Goods. I'm sorry. I'm really bad about that. But we also did stop at a yarn store during our trip to Florida last month, or this month. We got back 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So, we went to Destin Yarn Co. And we met up with Skenanigans. That's how
Melissa?
I want to say Skenanigans, but that's not right. I think it's Skenanigans, like shenanigans. Yeah. And then Tyne, who is Tyne Swedish on Instagram. So we met up with them. We had breakfast, and then we went over to the Destin Yarn Shop. And we were fairly restrained. So
yes,
we each got a skein of Lola Bean.
Yes, we did.
Lola Bean Yarn Co. And I picked that one up first, and I thought about it. But then
thought about it for a long time.
And then I saw this one, and I was like, okay, you can have that one. I'm going to take this one. Because I was trying to just buy one skein.
And I really wanted this one, but I wasn't going to knock her down and drag it out of her hands.
You're going to wait till I was asleep?
Because that's just rude.
You're going to wait till I was asleep and steal it in the dead of night. So, yours is wax.
Yeah, mine's wax bean, and the colorway is queen bean.
And this is a silk.
Yes.
80-20 merino silk.
Yeah, 80-20 merino silk.
And then mine is string bean, which is a 75-25, and the colorway is Nymphadora Tonks.
That's why she chose it.
Which is a Harry Potter reference, and it's super, like, Halloween-y to me.
When she got the Harry Potter yarn,
then
this one got kicked to the curb, and it got kicked right out of
I thought about still buying that one, but then I was like,
I don't need to. I don't want to be greedy.
She had another one I was thinking about, her Banana Rama colorway.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to not buy single skeins of sock yarn. It's not going well. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm trying.
Yeah, well, I'm
doing the best I can.
I'm just gonna mosey along and see what happens.
Well, that's not sock yarn. That's a silk blend. So
yeah, I'm definitely not knitting socks with this.
Yeah, and then I have one more thing.
It's gonna be in a shawl at some point.
One more thing. Okay. So me and Larry, our anniversary was the day that we evacuated for Hurricane Barry that turned out to be literally nothing. So we spent our day hoping that our house didn't flood, basically. But we decided we're going to do gifts, and we still haven't celebrated our anniversary. I think he wants to go do breakfast, but it's been a month now, and we haven't done anything, so whatever. But I saw
an old married couple.
Yeah. I saw this bag. This is from Row Fibre Company. Words are hard. I actually don't have show notes today. I'm just kind of doing my thing.
I have show notes.
I forgot to send them, but I know most of my stuff, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, but you'll still have to write it up and send it to me.
Yeah. This is from Row Fibre Co. Row.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. She is donating some of this money some of the money from this particular bag. She has 3. So one of them is for Halloumi, who's Owl's dog. And then this is Nancy, her cat. And then I forget the other dog's name, but there's 2 different dog prints and then the cat print. So this is the cat print, and her name is Nancy. It's a good size bag. I'm just going to start a collection of cat-themed project bags. I already have a collection of cat-themed project bags, actually. You could probably fit.
So you're going to grow your collection of cat-themed project bags.
You could probably fit 3 or 4 skeins in here pretty easy. So I have a lot of sock-size bags. I don't have a lot of bigger bags. And I've been knitting so many sweaters lately. I like having bigger bags.
Sure, makes sense.
So that was my anniversary present. And then I got him a Dole Whip towel to take on our beach trip. And some other Disney stuff. Towel. Yeah. So I think that's all the stash we have, right?
No, I have stash.
Oh, you have more stash. Oh, you have fancy stuff.
Yeah,
came in the mail.
So the first thing that came in was I bought this when Lizzie +6 did her D-stash. Let me take this out. So I did not realize that she dyed yarn, but you were telling me she was a yarn dyer,
yes.
Right? So this is some of her Looking Glass fiber art.
I don't know if that's actually her yarn, though.
Well, I don't know whose yarn this is.
But she took the labels off, I think.
But this is beautiful, and so I really fell in love with it. And she doesn't have the colorway or anything, but it was an 80/20, and I'm assuming that it is merino nylon. You have an idea? Yeah. But I thought it was beautiful, and so I said, you need to come home with me.
Yay.
So that's the first thing that I received in the mail. Then I saw this on Instagram, and I had to absolutely have it because I'm another huge fan of turtle pearl yarns. I don't feel guilty about buying self-striping because it's something that Robyn doesn't do. So I needed to buy this, and I guess I could have taken it out of the bag. So this is her Turtle Pearls yarn, and the colorway is, make sure I turn it the right way, the Artist Side B. So I'm assuming this is a Prince colorway.
The Artist B side?
Oh, the Artist B side, not the Artist B. The Artist B side. So I'm guessing it's Prince.
I guess. I'm not the person to ask about that. Somebody might know.
At one point, he changed his name to a symbol, and then he was like the artist formerly known as Prince. So I'm kind of sort of thinking that was him. But anyway, I fell in love with it. I thought it was beautiful. I needed to have it. Thank you. Then another thing that Robyn doesn't do is gradients. And we were across from Heather at Houston Fiber Fest. And I decided I needed some more of her gradients. So this is the first one. This is
Panorama Fiber Arts.
Panorama Fiber Arts. Thank you, Rob. This is her Traveler Sock in the Northern Lights colorway, and it's 800 yards. And then I wanted to get, I have some of her Blood Orange, but I wanted to get some more of it. So this is 1,000 yards, and this is Blood Orange. She broke it up into 2 cakes because I guess maybe her cake winder doesn't go that big, but it's a gradient. This is cake 1 of 2, and this is cake 2 of 2. Yeah. So you'd start here, and then it morphs into
Start from the inside.
Yeah. So this is 2 500-yard cakes, so this is 1,000 yards.
That's cool.
So there's that.
And she has a cool setup. She has like a ordering iPad where you can order it online, and then she'll ship it to you. Yeah. So you can want like a custom size. That's pretty cool.
She is so very sweet.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I have, I mean, this doesn't look like much, but Jessie, and I'm not sure what her name is. I know what her name is on Instagram.
What is it?
Scarn, I think her name is. They're doing a monster sock cow. It's starting September 1st. And so I received these minis from my swap partner, and we're gonna make monster socks. She was from Germany. It was really cool because she sent me some gummies, some Haribo gummy bears, and there was some other gummy candy. And then I sent her so a couple of flavors of pralines. Mm. So yeah, so I'm excited because this will be the socks that I cast on September 1st. Yay. My monster socks. So that's it. That's all my rest of my stash.
So, I think that's all the yarny content that we have for you today.
Well, I do want to thank everybody for answering our question in the last episode, our 100th episode, where we asked everybody, what would you like 100 of? I think everyone, the answers was wonderful. There's a lot of creativity, and almost every single one of them, like, oh, yeah, I want that too. Yeah, I want that too. So thank you for participating, and we appreciate that.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to do a shop update segment because I'm not having a shop update until the end of the month. But
because you had the upcoming show?
Yes. Yeah. So
show?
No yarn to show this week. And it is what it is. No yarn. There's yarn in the shop, but I'm not going to bother. So.
And at some point, are you going to take some of that out?
Yeah, probably next Tuesday. So today is Thursday. So you have a couple of days if you want to get some orders in for what's currently in the shop.
All right.
So I think that's everything. Yeah, okay, I think that's everything. Thank you for watching, and we will see y'all next time. Hopefully it won't be another month, huh?
Well, we don't plan it that way, but yeah, we want to, do podcasts as often as we can, but sometimes life gets in the way, and we've been gone an awful lot. I mean, I was thinking the other day, we've been gone at least once a month since, April? And I'm like, I'll be really ready to, not go anywhere.
I'm really excited because I have an entire 30 days between whenever we get back from Disney in September and whenever I leave in October. So I can be home for a whole month.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a bit nuts.
Yeah, it's been fun though. But I'm a homebody, so I'm glad to have time at home.
I'm excited to go, but then on the other hand, I'm not excited to go because I really just want to stay home and burrow and be a hermit.
Yeah. We're hermits at heart.
Yeah, there's that.
That's okay. All right, so thank you for watching, and we will see y'all next time.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.